Oh, 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 oh. That was fast. Okay. That was fast. That was fast. All right. You know, let's just, you know, oh. That was fast. Okay. That was fast. That was fast. All right. You know, let's just, you know, That was fast. Okay. All right. Yes, this is the right one. So let's go to. Oh my gosh, I still gotta do this. On, and I'm gonna leave those off because they mess me up. They mess me up. Okay. Let's go to no and no and no and off. All right. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh, that's nice. I have to give that a thumbs up. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I had to pause and give that a thumbs up. I think we're all good right here. I think we're good to go, man. I think we're good to go. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? I think we're good to go, man. A thumbs up. Oh, no. Let's turn that off. We can't be doing that. Can't be playing that game. Can't be playing that game. We can't be playing that game. Heck yeah, my audio is actually working today. Look at us. Looking up professional. Oh, Angel Padilla. Now that is a sight that I did not think I was going to get to see this dude tonight. I was going to send Angel a text that just says, you up? You up? I thought he was going to leave me on red. I did not think I was going to see this East Coaster so late. I did not think I was going to see ARJR so late. I did not think I was going to see James Bishop so late. Man, you guys must be some insomniacs like me, huh? I'm not being an insomniac right now because it's barely 8:43 where I'm at. But you East Coasters, you guys are wilding out right now. You guys are wilding out right now. I'm very relieved to see you. I thought it was just going to be, like Skid Row out here, you know? I appreciate it. Melancholy. Lord Racer. Isaiah Cha. Is Mexican martial arts ever going to appear on the casuals again? Isaiah, why you always ask me that, bro? I want to. I hope it happens. I hope it happens. Now, do I do every single thing possible in my power to avoid being in Los Angeles as much as possible? Of course. They call it the City of Angels, more like the City of Fallen Angels. It's a hole. It's a cesspool. I do everything I can to avoid it. But I love the MMA casuals. Community, I've got great news about my dad.
Amazing.
Oh my gosh. Fear and Smokey says you guys good news. What's up, Dustin Nance? Max Holiday is gonna dominate Connor. Oh my gosh. They're gonna play on the Xbox or what? Are they gonna be playing Fortnite? I made it. Let's ARJR. I ain't even gonna ask for details. I'm not even gonna ask for details because this is a family show. Okay? But I hope you had a wonderful, magic day today. I hope it was beyond your wildest dreams, you know? What's up, Sack Master? Mona Kenny. After a little over a week, my Dad woke up today. He's very confused and can't use his body or words well yet. Power of prayer. Power of prayer. P-O-P. Pop. That spells pop. Let's go, Pop. Let's go, Pop. You know, it's a weird thing. Like, when people request and when people actually follow through and pray and come through for people, it's like, hey, who knows? Who knows at the end of the day, at the beginning of the day? But either way, I'm invested. I'm invested. Because I've been sitting there, I've been laying there praying for this person. And to hear that, it's like, I just feel like my team won, you know? Like I'm part of this game. And I'm happy that that's the case, and I'm just blessed that you think enough of this community to involve us. That's amazing news, bro.
Amazing.
That's amazing news. Pacific to be specific. Yeah, whatchamacallit. I'm willing to pay for this in the morning. Oh, man. Look at, hey, an Angel, I'm not going to keep you guys long today. Marilena had to do something with the kids. I was like, you know what? I'm going to take advantage. Because I recorded kind of a lengthy video today. I had every intention of that video being like a 10-minute video. And then I just kept... Trust me, bro. I've never once set out to make anything above like a 10-minute video. Anytime you see one of my videos and it's like 21 minutes... 28 minutes, 31 minutes, 44 minutes. That was an accident. I always intend for, I'll give it a good, I'll round it out to a nice 10. You know, I have my bullet points. And then I just keep going, bro. And then when I pass a bullet point, I kind of see the time and I'm like, oh, dang it, oh, snap. And then I'm like, but I can't miss out on my bullet points. I got to touch on everything. And then I'm like, seeing like I've gone like half an hour and I'm like, oh, no. But I did that. We recorded the hit show, the Moss and Jesse show today. I had some other things going on. So I did a little bit of editing on the UFC Freedom 250 reaction video, which should be out around this Christmas. I hope. So then I was like, you know what? I want to stream. I told them I was going to stream. But it's going to be a quick one. I'm not going to keep you on here too long. So don't worry about that. Legendary Gnome. Yes, I would appreciate it very much if you would hit the like button, especially since I've been leaving these live lately. The likes are even more significant now because if I leave long videos like this for the algorithm to do its thing with and they ain't even getting likes, YouTube is going to use and abuse me, man. Praying he keeps recovering. Praise God. Please keep us in prayers. Absolutely, bro. 100%, bro. Thank you, Mona Kenny. I appreciate that. I felt like it needed to be made. I watched that Hoke interview, and I felt like there was a lot of stuff in there that, you know, there's a lot of people that don't really want to go and watch Ariel Helwani firsthand. And I felt like there's people that aren't gonna even know about some of the stuff going on if I don't share my opinion on it through my avenue. And then I also kind of thought that maybe it would be important to provide my spin on it. You know, Ariel was just trying to do some despicable things, and I just felt like it needed to be put out there in a certain way. So thank you. James Bishop says, foist. I'm foist. I'm foist and I'm moist. Thank you, bro. It's a full moon and a heat wave. Heat wave. Myself, I prefer the band Heat Wave. Always and forever. It's a full moon, huh? I love full moons. They're beautiful. I worked on Skid Row before on 3rd and Wall. You did, bro? Jeez, what was that like? You up? Nah. God bless. Love the channel. Thank you, Lord's Wisdom 316. I appreciate you very much. Thank you. Cheese Lyman, Cheesely Man, you will always bamboozle me. Cheese Lyman or Cheesely Man. I miss Adesanya's gyno because I want to keep making fun of it. It's weird, man. It's weird. Just days gone by kind of thing, huh? Israel Adesanya's gyno is something that I think we kind of took for granted that we thought would always be there. And I'm willing to bet that it is still there, like physically. But you know what I mean when I say there, like in the sense that it's still very much a part of our lives. And it's relevant to our day-to-day conversations. You know, it kind of flew by. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. You know. Well, you know, for reasons, for complicated reasons, I'm not really at liberty to elaborate right now. But, you know, Dustin Nance, you have quite a youthful glow about you. I will say that. I would suspect you, if I didn't know any better, I would suspect that you, never mind. I've been talking about adrenochrome way too much lately. I need to stop it. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos. Manel Cape, I can't figure that dude out either. Has B Cups gyno. Oh, snap. So he's keeping it alive. Ricky Lefleur. Heck yeah. I just beat Mephisto on Hell difficulty on Diablo 2 Resurrected. There's a difficulty called Hell. I guess it makes sense. Have you ever seen Blood In, Blood Out? Too many times. or I think the right answer is not enough times. But yes, I've seen it many times. We watched it for one of our movie nights on Patreon. Penalties. Are you watching the World Cup or what? I know, I do miss Big Al. And he's lost somewhere in my screenshots. I have so many on here that I wouldn't even know where, I have, oh, shoot, that's not it. Hold up. Nope. There we go. I'm going to have to look for it later. I still have Big Al around here somewhere. I don't want to disrespect him. He lives on. Thank you, ARJR. Thank you, bro. Thank you for frequenting them. It is much appreciated. Fear and Smoking. Just came to give the great news. Love you all. I have work tomorrow, then fly out to see my dad Wednesday morning. Please keep us in prayers. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much. Much love, man. And it is amazing to me that you thought enough of this community to come by, to pop in and share the good news and to think that much of us. Thank you very much, bro. We'll talk to you soon, bro. Did you see the video where Josh Hoke interviewed a kid in the pool after beating Lewis? Oh, is that the one? I think, yeah. Where he was like, I was rooting for the black guy. Yeah. Michael Lang. Talking about Edna, Michael Lang. So good to see you, man. It's supposed to be 104 where I am on Thursday. And I will be at a funeral. Ironically, they're getting cremated. But it'll feel like we all are if the weather's correct. Oh my gosh. It's nice to see you in good spirits, Legendary Gnome. She's like, it was my worst enemy. Wow. 104. Wow. Maybe Arasaña's Gyno is the best, is the friends we meet along the way. It feels like that now. I'm nostalgic. I am nostalgic. ARJR says, fear. I pray that God grants the medical staff wisdom, insight, and compassion to know exactly what's wrong. The wisdom on how to best treat it. And I look forward to a full recovery.
Amazing.
Cop stole Arasaña's gyno aura. Am I right, Dojo?
Am I right, Miami?
What's up, Hassan? What's going on? What a movie. Technique. What movie? What happened? Normal, Nightmare, and Hell. Oh, dang. Marloca. I unlocked unlimited ammo in Resident Evil 9. Death to all zombies. You unlocked. Okay, so that is a thing. So that's a thing. Angel, how long ago did you did that? How long ago did you did that? Are you playing it again? Are you doing another replay, or you did that back when you were playing it? Hola, chola. Yeah, I'm on a kitty. It's been a while. It's been a while. I miss him. I miss Big Al. Like in my memory, I don't even remember if he's like Big Al could be Little Owl for all I can remember. It's been so long. He could be like medium-sized owl. Marloca with the hearts. Thank you. Showing some heart. Thank you very much. Showing more heart than Derek Lewis, that's for sure. Am I right, Dojo? You're very right, Legendary. That's the way you gotta look at it. Dustin Nance says, anyone older than me in the chat? 45. 45. But I'm telling you, that youthful glow. ARJR, kiss from a rose on the stream. Thank you so much. No thorns in sight. Remember, GM is to dress as the Grim Reaper at my funeral and point to anyone who sneezes. Just wear like this hood and you just see the eye. Heck yeah, bro. Dang it. I don't want to think about that though, Angel. It's making me sad. Robert Whitaker is fighting on the prelims. Yeah, Moss brought that up on the Moss and Jesse show earlier. And he scrolled to the prelims and it was so weird to see Robert Whitaker there. Now, do I believe that it's somewhat, I don't know, deserved? Since I have my long-held rivalry and grudge against Robber, R-O-B-B-E-R, Robert Whitaker. Since he stole the, since, this is my victory.
Not forget Jesus, people.
El Mero Mero, everybody knows El Mero Mero should have won that strap. And Robert Whitaker. Highway robbery, man. But it was sad. It was sad. It's weird because Robert Whitaker seems like one of the nicest guys ever to be in the UFC. Just such a good, solid dude. But then, you know, threw it all away and earned my unending, undying grudge and rivalry because he stole the strap from El Mero Mero that he should have had. I played again, beat the game. Man, what a show off, bro. Played the game, beat it in 3 hours and 45 minutes. Didn't use the blood. Didn't use the blood collector or healing. You didn't use healing items? What? I was using one like every 10 minutes. Didn't use the blood collector or healing items. Got a bunch of CP points. What's CP points? I forgot Josh said, am I right? Washington, D.C. after the big Mike comment. Yeah. And you know what? I think I've already talked about it. I was so mad that I forgot to talk about it in the video that I uploaded today. I was so frustrated. Because some of you probably already heard me saying this. People now after the fact are like, oh, that was, oh no, that was gross. Oh, please. that should not have happened there. When he said that at the place, everybody was laughing. I literally watched it again. I can't believe I forgot because I wanted to refresh my memory, and I watched his post-fight interview again before I recorded that video today, and I still forgot. And I was watching, and I was slowing it down. When he said that about Big Mike, everybody that you could see, everyone in sight was laughing. The UFC staff, commission people, referees, judges, everybody. Everybody that looked like they were working there, everyone in the cage, everyone just outside the cage, cameramen, camera women, everybody, people with their passes on, their VIP tags, people in the front row, everybody was laughing. Everybody was smiling. You could hear them laughing. It was the same thing at the Kevin Hart roast. Everyone, and then after, oh no, like we can't have that. Oh no. It's a different thing when you're there. And people are there in a moment together and they let loose. It's just like when someone goes to a comedy show. And it's like, we know why we're here. People are going to push the limits. It's going to get weird. They're going to say things that people don't normally say. We get to live vivaciously through them. That's why comedy is what it is, because they say the no-nos. They say no-nos that we're not supposed to say. We go, they actually said it. That's what comedy is for the most part. But then when people are writing articles and going on social media, it's like, oh, could you believe they said that? On the spot, I mean, there's a bunch of hypocrites, man. Because over there, everybody was acting like it was a good old time. My dad is the only person who I could sit near at a funeral. I'm so weird, I'll find something to laugh about because I don't know how emotions are supposed to work and how to use them correctly. And I learned that weird coping mechanism from him. So we hang out together. Even my husband looks at me like, what's wrong with you? Anyone else like that? No, just meet neat. It's tough, man. It's tough. I feel, I feel like I'm like that in like 99.9% of situations. Like the 99.99999, where I'm just like a weird, different kind of coper. And, you know, Marilena and other people are like, okay, you're being different. But you know what? I'll be honest. When someone passes away, I'm like a big baby, man. I'm done. I can't handle it. You know what? Most of the death that I've encountered in life is people from my church. That's just the way it's gone. And I feel like church is one of the places where you'll most encounter on a consistent basis, like older people. And unfortunately, I think part of that is, you know, kind of a bad sign, because it was more a part of the culture, to make that a part of your life in, you know, days gone by, and now it's not so much. So a lot of the people were older, and it's kind of a dying off breed, unfortunately. I'm just, you know, I'm making kind of a blanket statement here, but, you know, there would be someone in the church that was like in their 80s, and, you know, someone I'd known for years since I was like a little kid. And they'd pass away, and I was, you know, just a blubbering mess. I just that I get very, very sentimental and emotional about. Now, I know it's disgusting and hypocritical and unfair. If it's someone I don't know, if it's someone in the news, if it's a celebrity, if it's, you know, I'll try to make light of it. I'll try to be positive. I'll try to put some kind of a spin on it. Because, you know, it's just the way it is. We are very numb to stuff like that. We do get very desensitized. We hear of a lot of awful things in the news and on social media, and it gets very easy to like, and then scroll, you know? Lots of terrible things happen all the time. So to those things, we do get desensitized. I don't know how a person ever gets, you know, desensitized or used to it when it's like an actual loved one of yours that you truly cared for and loved, and you know, that kind of thing. So I think you're sick, Legendary. No, I'm just kidding. I do get it though, because like I said, I'm like that with everything, like except that. It's just, man, that really is hard for me. I think you guys are forgetting that Robert Whitaker is a failed electrician. Is he for real? Why you want to kick the man while he's down? Dang, at least if he wasn't like, at least if he was good at it, he could go from prelims to being an electrician if that doesn't go right either. But now you're saying he doesn't even have that to fall back on? What's up, Renee? Renee Diggler? ARJR, I can't help myself. Let's knock it out, Dojo. It's all right. We're going modest. We're going modest tonight. Little well-rounded 10-piece, you know? 10-piece and a water. Has your husband ever called you his husband on live TV before, ladies? Has your husband ever called you? Wait, did you do that, Lord Racer? Did you get to do that? Are you flexing on everybody right now? It's not needed. A good gun in the game has me playing Resident Evil 9 like a pro. Dang it. Just rubbing it in. Another day in the books. I hope it was a good one, Melancholy. I hope it wasn't too stressful. Challenge points. And all that proves is that I have no life outside of work. No, I'm jealous though, bro. I'm jealous. That sounds peaceful, bro. Get home from work and you that sounds amazing, dude. Just at home gaming like if you were Max Holiday. Drickus will be fighting Usman soon. Who you going for, Cheese? Who you going for? I mean, oof. Before doing my MMA long division and really putting chanclas on the ground and giving it a good guesstimation, I think I gotta lean Usman. Ooh, people already doubting me. Oh, people already doubting me. Even Joe Rogan went straight-faced. You know what? That one bothers me. It really affects my narrative, to be honest, Wolfgang. Because Joe Rogan was like this. I'm gonna take you through the motions with Joe Rogan. Josh Hogan said that, and then here's what I'm gonna play out for you right now. The face that Joe Rogan made as soon as Josh Hogan said it, and then to when Josh Hogan came back to him. Because Josh Hogan said it and then kind of walked away and then kind of walked back toward him and shook his hands, and then they said something to each other. So this was what Rogan did. So he was like, I think his gut reaction was like, oh, dang, he said that? Me and my friends say that kind of stuff and laugh about it all the time. You know, my homie Shane Gillis is always calling her Big Mike. So we think this is funny. We all agree, and we all think this is funny. Whoa, I'm on camera. Oh, I forgot I'm on camera. Oh, and then he went into that phase. Oh, and then Hokie came back, and then he just couldn't help but like be in the presence of, you know, the active GOAT. And just be like, oh, man, but yeah, I don't care what you said, man. That was, whew, like, you're dominating, bro. And then he was just so overwhelmed. So, yeah, I did see Rogan make that face like, oh, snap. Bro, why you never posted after the White House card? I couldn't have been the only one waiting. What do you mean? I've been posting. I'm playing dumb. You're talking about making a video specifically about the White House card? Unrelated popcorn fire. I have fantastic news for you. I'm working on that breakdown currently. I was literally editing it before this stream. Hopefully it's going to come out around Christmas time. So just, you know, keep your eyes peeled for that. And I think it's the best case scenario, frankly. I think it's a blessing in the skies, you know, because when everyone will have thought they forgot about it, they'll be like, oh yeah, and then boom, it's gonna have its second wave, its renaissance, you know. And maybe the success of that video will be so big that they'll do another event there because people be like, man, I forgot how cool that was, and then it'll like start a campaign to do it again. Pistol Pete, Nickel 9. Thank you, Pistol Pete. GM, did you see the influencer boxing knockout queen? No. Influencer boxing knockout queen. I did not. Which, there's so many, I mean, you know what the weird thing is? That there's now so many influencer boxing things. It's hard to even keep up with which is which. Before, it was just like one thing, and now it's like, oh, there's a lot of them now? I don't even know what to look up. Influencer boxing queen? I don't even know what to type in. Is that... I don't even know who that is. I'm seeing... The first thing that popped up is Jadali Madieros versus Yadira Alonso in knockout.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, that's gonna get me in trouble. Knockout Queen boxing event in California, and those are ring girls, aren't they? Is that what you're talking about? They're fighting like outside in the grass, but I mean they're in a ring though. I haven't seen this, no. But thank you for putting it in my search history though. I have to check that out later, or maybe I shouldn't. I don't know, because that might lead to some. Were you there, Pistol Pete, or do you know someone? Are you rooting for them? I'll be at a funeral and suddenly remember this one super funny memory of them, and I focus on that stuff. Everyone else is crying, missing them already, and I'm smiling, remembering them. Well, that's good. That's good. That's good. I mean, you know, it's not like you're there, like trying.
Final round of this matchup with these.
It's not like you're trying to be like some kind of edgelord and you're trying to be like, hey, look, I don't care. I'm the kind of girl who laughs at a funeral. It's not like you're trying to do that, you know. I don't see the schmo. I think I'm at the wrong thing. I'm pretty sure I'm at the wrong thing. I'll try to find it later. Unless, I don't know. Let me know so I can find it later, like who the names of the people are or something. But I get that. Good for the schmo. Good for him. Most of death I've encountered has been at the end of my spinning back kick. Which I developed at 39 years old. I developed steel Muay Thai cups at 39. Get those arm bars in. Oh, God help them if they died in a funny way. Funny ways to die. I was at church and I remembered that Jessica once played Mary in a retelling of the Nativity, and I had to bite my tongue. What the heck? Sometimes you just, when it's all quiet, when you guys are falling asleep, Mary, did you know? Having some pretty bad abandonment as a kid, I have a much easier time mentally processing death rather than processing the loss of those still on earth. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, man. That's deep, man. Because, like, with those people, it's like, what's your excuse? You know, you're still around. That's heavy, man. The husband thing was a big Mike joke. It's a late stream, bro. It's either too early, my brain's not working properly yet. It's too late, my brain's worn out, or if it's in the middle of the day, I'm too overwhelmed and it's hectic what I'm in the middle of. So I need a new brain. Kind of like the was it the Scarecrow who needed a brain? Yeah. If I only had a brain. That was right. And the Tin Man needed a heart. And the lion needed the courage, right? That's kind of weird because that's not like an actual part that you could get like transplanted. That was like more metaphorical. Angel Padilla. Thank you, bro. Helping us get to that goal. Return of the Max. Once again. Return of the Max. You need your emotions calibrated. You just need to get one of those things where you can hang upside down and all your stuff will like shift over to the right places. A lot of people use them like if to stretch out their backwards. You just need like an inversion table and it should get you right. No way, GM, you crazy for that. DDP gonna retire Usman. Ah, Melancholy, you still doubting me, bro? You still doubting me? It's funny. It never ends. It never ends. It never ends. What's that from? I like to quiz you guys all the time. What's that from? It never ends. It never ends. I can't believe it, Melancholy. Disrespectful. All the things that I used to say, all the words that got in the way. Every time I try to impart wisdom, Melancholy, it's all out the window. Come on, man. Marloca, muchos corazones. Thank you so much. Marloca, the official prima of the Mexican martial arts. Thank you. More hearts than a Valentine's Day store. Had a great day with the wife. She killed me at mini golf. I paid her back at the gym though. Ooh, what? Anniversary workout. Anniversary gym time. Wow, that's impressive, man. I'm curious, do you still think Conor versus Max is a bad fight? Who said that? Man, I would think it was. What the heck was I talking about if I ever said that? I've been saying that Conor's going to kick his butt. Max has pillow hands. He's coming all the way up. He's going to look like Alex Pereira. He's going to look like Jamal Hill. Adolimol! Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Mexico versus Ecuador. Tomorrow, UFC terminology. Oh, in UFC terms, it's Brandon Moreno versus Chito Vera. Two dudes that always fail to execute at the last second. Is that what you're saying? It's going to be a draw? The game's going to be a tie? A blessing in the skies. Heck yeah, unrelated. Heck yeah. Conor needs to go to BKFC for 2-3 years. And remember, he'll probably make more money over there, huh? Because ain't he just paying himself? He'll give himself a raise over there, huh? Adolibol, it's hard to say, bro. One day I'll be like super stressed out because like everything is just evading my grips and everything seems like a whirlwind and out of control and a big variable. And then another day I'll feel like things seem like they're falling into the right places and I'm on track and I'm optimistic and it's erratic, bro. I just like to stay busy. I like to feel busy. I put out a video today on this channel. Me and Moss put out a new video on the Moss and Jesse show. I'm streaming. I feel good. I feel productive. I just like to stay busy like that. I hope you're feeling good, man. I'm watching the Moss and Jesse show. First time I heard bet in that way was Menace to Society. Oh my gosh. They've been saying this since back then. I remember like my siblings watching that movie and I kind of wasn't allowed to see it. Or maybe I kind of just caught glimpses here and there. But wow, man. Bet. So wow. I guess that makes sense. And just like everything, it just trickles down to all the other little ethnicities that just saw it on a movie or heard it on a rap album. It was a bunch of corn stars and fans and chicks fighting each other. It's probably a good idea for me to not get too involved with that one. Probably, yeah. I would get insecure enough when Marilena would walk into the room and she sees me editing and photoshopping Adesanya's areolas. I can't even imagine if it was a female. Yeah. It's about to be bad. It's about to be bad, Ninja Turtles. It's about to be bad. ARJR has just blessed Alchemy with it's a different spelling than I've ever seen. Alchemy 65. Family. Cause I got ARJR with me. Thank you, man. Thank you for blessing this dude. Thank you. Yeah, I would imagine that you would be greatly entertained, Pistol Pete. I would imagine. I love it. All you have to do is build a name and you can fight someone. Yeah. I guess that's what they do. UFC helps them. UFC wants them to do more helping themselves these days now, though. They want them to promote themselves. They want them to be social media stars. They want them to make podcasts and stuff like that. You were there. Oh, your girlfriend was in the first boxing match? Oh, dang. Hey, well, then you had a good reason, huh? You got a freebie. Ibogaine Connor will be something to behold. Yeah, man. He's different. It's something that we haven't seen before. This is a Conor McGregor that we have not experienced yet. And I'm excited because love him or hate him, again, I said the other day, who the heck wants to watch a Batman movie with no villain? So even if you hate him, you gotta believe that he's good for the promotion. And I'm excited to see not only him back in the fold, but like a different, he's wearing a new skin. Let's see what this Ibogaine Connor looks like. It was the best, worst fights you'll ever see. As far as the influencers, the pros were scrappy. Okay. Good up and comers. As a black guy, I always thought the African King stuff with specifically Adesanya and Usman was lame. Interesting. Usman raised from childhood and trained to fight in the USA. Adesanya said he was Chinese. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. It's weird, man, because I could understand. It could get messy. I could understand a guy who is truly from, like Drickus, like a guy who was born and raised there and stays there and is like, this is my home. I will represent this place with integrity and truthfully. I'm not going to represent it from another country. I'm going to represent it like while I'm still occupied. Well, bad choice of words. I was going to say while he's occupying the place, but you know what I mean. So but you know, I would understand it if there was a dude, if there was shoot, man. Like if there was a black dude from Africa and he stayed there and he continues to represent there and he goes to fight where he needs to fight, but he trains there, he lives there, he stays there, that's where he gets his mail. And then if Drickus, it's complicated, man, because if Drickus started saying something about I'm the real African and all that, then it'd be like, hey, man. When Adesanya and Usman would do it, it felt inauthentic and gross because it's like, man, don't even, if you really liked it, if you really cared about it, if you really loved it, if you really wanted to represent it, why are you over there? But at the same time, I mean, it's hard because I also don't think it's fair when stuff gets held against Drickus. Because it's not like Drickus came over as a baby in a diaper and, you know, occupied someone's land and, you know, did whatever. And he was born there. There was nothing he could do about it. And he was born and raised there and decided he loved his home. This is my home. I love it. I'm going to represent it. I'm going to continue to stay here. And there's something respectable about that too. You know, nothing that people like to point the finger at Drickus for is he really guilty of. He didn't do anything. He is very annoying though, and I don't like him. Yeah. It's messy, man. But, I mean, when it comes down to just specifically that one rivalry, Drickus and Adesanya, Drickus did prove to be the most dominant black champion at middleweight. And we'll see what happens with Usman. Khabib loses to Ibogaine Connor, refusing to even start round 1 from pure fear. What the? What? Oh, that had to be melancholy. That had to be melancholy. So I want Drickus to win just for the laugh. Bro, you know what? You know what, Cheese? I didn't even think of that before. How hilarious it would be if Drickus beat both of them strictly because of that narrative. That would be so funny. That would be so funny. You know how like Max Holloway was like, I'm the best boxer in the UFC. I'm the best boxer in the UFC. If Drickus was like, I'm the best black champion in the UFC. No, but he's not gonna be the champion though. Wow, that would be funny, Cheese. That would be funny. Elise Q. What's up, Jim? I got you in my ears while doing origami. Just thought you should know that. I love that, man. I feel like I'm like making or like I'm living through you vivaciously. Like I'm being an artist right now. Like I'm part of the origami. That makes me feel good. I don't think I can make origami. I think like I'm the kind of person like I can't even use like a lead pencil because I break it constantly. Like I write too hard. I do stuff like when I write. I remember when I was working at Mercedes, some lady was passing around a birthday card and she brought it to me and I started signing it and she was like, "Do you really write like that?" And I was like, "What?" And she was like laughing because like when she picked it up, it was like the thing that I wrote almost like poked a hole through the other side of the card. I just do everything like that. And yeah, I feel like I wouldn't be able to make origami. Like if I was trying to make a little duck or something like that, like I would kill it before I even brought it to life. So I feel like I'm a part of something beautiful right now. Wait, who's Georgie? That pop up in the sky? Oh, it was him. Oh, that's crazy, man. He's walking around all hard, just trying to act like Sarukian didn't manhandle him. So stupid. Sugar Ray, there you go, legendary. There you go. All the ones that got in the way. How does it go? I don't know. I think I'm thinking of a different song now. Tampa Tom. Tampa Tom's always like right on the edge, bro. Mike Lang. Spitting Sugar Ray on a Monday. Here you go. Spitting Sugar Ray. How does that go? Oh yeah, that's time I fall in love again. When it's over, it's time you're in my heart again. And when you go, all the things that I don't want to get copyright claimed. Wow. Oh, okay. I was like, dang, it doesn't have that many words, but there was a gap here. Never knew how much you loved me. You never said you were pretending. It's a good song, man. It's a good song. Thank you, Mike Lang. I remember the first time I heard Sugar Ray when I was a kid. I was like, what is this sound, bro? We'll make a gentleman's bet. If DDP wins, you have to get your deviated septum fixed. Ah! If Usman wins, I will leave the UFC for... What? I don't want you to leave the UFC, bro. What? I don't want to make that agreement. I don't want to see you go, bro. Alawal, we argued, bro. You said I was dumb for wanting Conor versus Max. You wanted Adesanya. Oh, that's right. I remember. You are dumb. You are dumb. Nah. No. Okay. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you for putting me on the spot like that. Okay. I do not. Okay. I stand by that. It is. Wow. Man. I can't remember if I ever made an actual dedicated video just for that. I stand by that. That is like the best fight that we could possibly have in the UFC. Israel Adesanya and Conor McGregor. And bro, it's... Bro, anybody that has anything to say about size or weight or divisions, bro, turn in your Adam's apple. I mean... Dude, turn in your Adam's apple. Have you ever seen UFC 1? Do you walk around afraid of dudes that weigh 5 pounds more than you? I'm not saying you, Altered Animus. I'm not sure. I'm just saying, I got so sick of hearing people say, are you stupid? Look at the size. Dude, I guarantee you at this very, well, not now because he had to cut weight for whatever, but I guarantee you when I started making that argument, I guarantee you when I was saying that before Conor was losing weight for this welterweight bout, I bet you he weighed more than Adesanya. I bet you he weighed more than him. Conor has a good reach, and Conor's like an inch shorter than Gastelum. The dude that had like one of the best possible fights against Adesanya, kicked his butt. When Gastelum fought Adesanya, Pereira TKO'd Adesanya, right? Pereira was losing the whole fight and then TKO'd him, which a lot of people thought was an early stoppage. Gastelum kicked his butt. Blachowicz beat Adesanya, right? But he didn't brutalize him and kick his butt and rip his face open like Gastelum did. All the other guys that beat, there was like 5 other guys that have beat Adesanya lately. Nobody, even Strickland, nobody made him look like Gastelum. That was like his hardest, worst fight. McGregor's like an inch shorter. And now, with the titanium in his shin, Conor probably went up a little bit. He probably gained a little. He's probably even taller now. So the size is not an issue. Plus, who cares about that? Look at DC and heavyweight fighting dudes like Volkov and all the other 6'7" dudes. That means nothing, man. People that are talking about fighting and they start talking about height, the fear that you must walk around with looking at taller dudes than you all the time, thinking, I hope they don't attack me. I hope they don't swing on me. Look at how tall they are. The height means nothing. The reach means nothing. People got to fight with uneven reach and height all the time. It all comes down to the weight, right? Which, if you think about it, is just as stupid of a metric itself. Because they didn't used to do it. And people, when they get down in the streets, they don't do it. They don't pull a scale out of the trunk. They just do what has to be done. And again, it doesn't matter. Because Conor walks around weighing even more than that toothpick. And we're talking about 2 dudes that people considered and called like some of the greatest strikers ever in UFC history. Now, we don't have to agree on that. I'm just saying that's what people said. Couple of the greatest strikers ever. Couple Hall of Famers. Couple dudes that had just amazing moments in the UFC. They were the faces. They were the stars. And they had these fall from graces. They didn't handle things well. They were like on such similar things that it would be perfect for them to come back together like at very similar points in their career. What a striking battle. It would be amazing. And then you get Max Holloway. Pillow hands. Significant strikes leader. That means he doesn't punch hard enough. So I'm not saying it's going to be a good fight. I'm not saying I'm going to love it. I'm just saying, oh yeah, that's a fight that it is, and Conor's going to win. But yeah, it should have been Adesanya, bro. Since it's been the year of the underdogs, I hope it applies to the World Cup. I hope a country that hasn't won a World Cup wins this year. Interesting. I don't know who's won and lost, so I don't even really know it. But I get that. That's nice. Conor KO's Maxed and rips an all-time great promo talking papas on Khabib and Makhachev. That would be crazy. Yeah, it's alchemy. But it's a little entendre for myself. So alchemy. So always keep working on myself. Ooh, oh my gosh, bro. I like that, dude. That's layers right there. That's beautiful, dude. He's like, plus the correct spelling was already taken. No, but that's good, man. That's I think that's really clever. I was talking the other day about how much I love like language and words and meanings and stuff like that and playing around with stuff. And I really appreciate that kind of stuff. I think that's cool. Conor is a good man. He broke that window to save an old man who was having chest pains. And the dolly was because of the bus had a flat. Angel, you really caught me off guard for a moment. Oh my gosh, dude. Wishing Alch to you? Yeah, he helped the old man at a bar remove wax from his ear with the hook. Yeah, you're starting a trend. Angel. His name was Marty. Or texted Dustin's wife to ask for relationship advice. What a friend. Yeah, man. Oof. He was texting her to say what Poirier wanted for his birthday. What do you think of Waldo Cortez? Are you a fan or boring or just nothing that catches your attention? Wait, what? What do you think of Waldo Cortez? Are you a fan or boring or just nothing that catches your attention? I think that was Google Translate. I like Waldo Cortez. I like him a lot. I've rooted for him in his most recent fights. I've picked him. I've rooted for him. I like him. It's unfortunate. That he might have to fight Josh Hockett at some point. That is unfortunate for Waldo. Waldo is going to have to go back into hiding, right? And then Hockett's going to come out and say, "Where's Waldo? Where's Waldo?" And depending on where you're at in the world, I don't know if that will make any sense to you. ARJR has blessed Tampa Tom. Tampa Tom's finally that blood pressure's gonna settle now. That blood pressure's gonna settle. Tampa Tom's gonna feel better. Thank you, ARJR, for doing it. Yoda Kai Cool. That's fun to say. Thank you very much, John 3:16.
Not forget Jesus, people.
Thank you for being here, for the kind words. Rob's neighbor. I've been missing you, bro. I hope you're putting that work in, keeping that grease under your fingernails, staying busy, bro. All jokes aside, as a Catholic, if Conor says he's saved, I have to give him the benefit of the doubt. Listen, Angel, I know that this sounds like absolute foolishness to the world, to most people. I know that. But I've said that a bunch. I've been saying that for months. And some of the people that are near and dear to me here even would get kind of annoyed with me for saying that. But I here's what I always say. If Conor did things that made us not like him, how do we act then when he does the opposite? When Conor does things that are bad and they make us not like him, how do we respond when he tries to make things good? Do we say, nope, there's no forgiveness in this heart? Nope, I refuse. No 70, no times 7. No, it's over. It's over. Nope, I won't do it. Or do we say, yes, because when I fail, I want forgiveness. I'm only human just like you're human, Conor. I make mistakes, but mine aren't public. People don't know about mine. You know, it's not fair, is it? So yeah, I get it, man. I get it. I know people don't like to hear that. But how can I expect to have any kind of forgiveness in my life if I'm not willing to forgive others? And also true, ARJR. The word says you shall know them by their fruit. Because there's, of course, depart from me, I never knew you. Connor could just be talking a bunch of papas and not mean it and be a fake, big, fat phony, Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. What happened to your piano with the wrestlers? It's right here. We never forget where we came from. I have my wrestlers just on the other side of this wall right here. And I have my piano in storage. I still have them. Just a little bit different setup right now. Oh yeah, how does that go? I'm trying to hear the melody, Lord Racer. There's a halo. There's a shut the front door. Don't say a word. Every morning. Yeah, that's some good stuff, man. You know what I used to think it said my whole life? I used to think that it went like this. I promise you, bro. I thought that I'm still not entirely sure what it says. This is what I used to sing when I was a little kid. Every morning when I wake up, there's a hate. Wait. Every morning there's a halo hanging from the corner of my girlfriend's boyfriend's bed. I thought that's what it said. I was over here singing it like if I was Ian Gary. I 100% thought that's what it said. Every morning there's a halo hanging from the corner of my girlfriend's boyfriend's bed. And I was like, I just tried not to think about it too much because when I would, I was like, what? But then I was like, I don't know. He has poetic license or whatever. Usman's early UFC fights, he had an American flag next to his name, and they had introduced him as being from Nebraska. When he had the opportunity to be the first African this or that, he switched to Nigerian. Oh my gosh. I should make a video like just about that. YouTube is starting to be more obvious these days. You got to make like super hyper Pacific videos about stuff if you want them to do well. Like that's one of the reasons apparently even the YouTube AI was telling me stop making videos about like 100 different things. Send 2-3 years to church and repent, brother. Okay, RJR. Hacksaw Ridge. Would you rather have your 10-year-old son enrolled in BJJ or wrestling? I think BJJ might be a bit more social for the kid. I would probably say wrestling. If it was like old school, hardcore, like old days BJJ, and it was like an old Japanese dude or like a Brazilian guy that hardly even speaks English, I might say yeah. But I'm not trying to disrespect anybody or anything that's active right now, but I just feel like there's a current day BJJ culture where it's almost like the new CrossFit, And there's a lot of BJJ McDojos, and it's all about competition. And it's like, no. There's so many people that you see get promoted because they compete, and they just haven't put in the blood, sweat, and fears. They haven't spent the mat time. They haven't even got ringworm. And it's like the black belts and even whatever higher ranking belts, they don't look like they used to in the old days. There's like this fast food culture now with the BJJ. It seems like super watered down. I think I would do wrestling. Now, if you're talking about just being social, having a good time, making friends, like if you're looking at putting them in BJJ as well as you might as well put them like on a volleyball team or like a traveling basketball team, totally different. Then cool, that's fine. If it's just for the social aspect, because honestly, I feel like when you go wrestling, those are dogs. If you put him in wrestling, his ears are gonna get all busted up faster. He's gonna be a dog. He's gonna get ringworm for sure. He's gonna start listening to like heavy metal and stuff like that. Get real angry, maybe like cutting weight all the time. Just always be a little bit cranky. BJJ is more like if you want to be my partner, you got to get, like, it's very much more like free flowing, lovey dovey, and like kind of like the hippie sport. So I feel like that's the way to go if you want to just be social, have a good time, go out to like Jersey Mike's after and stuff like that. Okay, let me see here. Mona Kenny says we only need 2 more. Thank you, Mona Kenny. Thank you for trying to press forward to meet that goal. Thank you for doing it. Thank you for the motivation. Hole and dance suck. No shame, bro. Marloca, one more time. We're gonna celebrate one more time. Thank you. Thank you, Marloca. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I hear you, but do you think Tapuera would have ever had a chance against Anderson Silva? It depends on styles with size. Never afraid of anyone. That's a hard question for me to answer because I think that there were asterisks all over Tapuera. Like if it was a disease, bro. Like if it was another guy, if it was another little guy, like I would choose BJ Penn versus Silva over Tapuera. Because, I hate the whole styles make fights things, bad matchup, whatever. I always say be more well-rounded. Don't say that. Just be a better fighter. But if you have a limited or unfortunate style against someone who does have a big height and reach and size advantage and all that, that's when it gets tricky. Now, if you're a very well-rounded fighter, then I'm not that concerned if the guy's bigger than you. Because you're a good fighter, you got a good IQ and all that. But it's when we start to see these limitations like Tapuera apparently had, which I try to tell people about. So maybe, yeah, I wouldn't put, oh, here's a good example. I wouldn't put Tapuera against, I see what you're saying. Cause I'm talking about Israel Adesanya and Conor McGregor, how that would be cool because of striking. I think, I know I'm gonna get some criticism for this, but I feel like Conor was a better fighter than Ilya. Conor moved around so much better. I feel like Ilya is like the Pereira of his division. He got by on aura and intimidation and really good marketing. Conor moved around so much more gracefully. Conor moved around a lot more like a serial gain, while Ilya like almost never allowed himself to get into that flow state. He just tries to walk people down and intimidates them. So I think that's just, hey Tapuera, get better. If you moved around like more like someone like Conor, then you would do better against someone like Anderson Silva. It'll be like 3 hours before you see this, but Hoki didn't need to worry about weight. He went to heavyweight on the lower end instead of cutting weight and still did fine against much bigger guys. Yes. I think that's a compliment to Hoki, right? Yeah, I think that's fascinating. Pereira went through so much to, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm trying to remember the point that I was trying to make. Like, when you look at all the advantages that Derek should have had over Hoki, the weight, the reach, the height, it's like it didn't matter. It didn't matter. He did fine, and he didn't even have to be close to the same weight. Because he's just explosive, had the IQ, worked harder, wanted it more. Mona Kenny Costco weenies for the win. We reached the goal.
My flow goes deep like the ocean. It burns so hard, grab the lotion.
What
I might hit the 3-wheel motion.
Amazing.
Cause I'm sipping on this green tea potion.
This isn't a career. This is an opportunity.
Thank you for helping us achieve this goal. It's a real cute little well-rounded 10-piece tonight. A 10-piece and a water. We didn't even do soda tonight. Just a 10-piece and a water. We're keeping it modest. Thank you. Thank you guys for coming together and making this possible. Thank you very much. We're so close. We're dangerously close to July. And you guys have helped me to get there confidently and gracefully. Thank you very much. Marloca says, let's go! On our way to July. On our way to July. Thank you, James Bishop. He says, I am a real American. Thank you, James Bishop. Thank you. Aries Baby. Aries Baby says, hey, get a new house. Aries Baby says, here's for the house fund. Stop being unhoused, Grandmaster. It's not a good look for the dojo. Grandmaster should not be unhoused. Thank you very much. To the April Fool. I don't know if it's necessarily April, but thank you, Aries, baby. Thank you, Costco. I actually had 3 Costco weenies today, just so you know. Michael Crawford, IGBBMN. I have no idea what that means. Does anyone know what IGBBMN means? IGBBMN? It's gonna be bad. Okay, it's a Poirier meme. Michael Crawford, thank you for introducing me to the Poirier meme. Oh my gosh. Oh, do you think Max's accountant sent Brian I blame everything on Tracy Ortega invoice for boxing lessons mid-fight? He should have. That's a power move right there. That's some good marketing right there. That would have been unbelievable. That's a meme. You should make that. You should print it out like in Photoshop and then take a photo and be like, look at, like, this is going around. Is this real? That's funny. Altered Animus, are you down to fight Jesse on Fire? No. Why would I fight him? That's my homie. As far as I'm aware, as far as I'm confirmed, that's my homie. I don't want to fight him. Oh, Angel, thank you for sticking it out. Angel, let me see. I think Marilena is like basically here already. And I pretty much told her that I was going to stream until she came back because we're going to try to like watch a couple reruns or something like that. Let me see how close she is. Okay. She's a couple minutes away. I'm going to leave that open so I could keep track. Thank you, Angel, for staying as long as you can. I'm going to dip out very soon as well. That's why I only put the thing for an hour today. Because I don't want to waste too much of your time. I started late today. Oh, dang. Melancholy wants to fight Jesse on Fire? What the? Are you going Mimi's too? All right, Jessica, thank you. That makes sense. I guess that makes sense. Every morning there's a halo hanging from the corner of my girlfriend's. Okay, 4 posts bed. I know it's not my but I'll see if I can. Wow, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. I swear I used to be in the car. Every morning there's a halo hanging from the corner of my girlfriend's boyfriend's bed. I used to sing that, dude. Jim, you said wrestling. What would Jesse Jr.'s character name be? Ooh. Shoot, man. I don't know, man. It's hard to think of something original. It's hard to think of, like, everybody's already done it all, man. They've done it all. Shoot. The Great Brown Hope. Has anybody ever done that yet? The Great Brown Hope. Oh, we're gonna lose James Bishop right now too. We're gonna lose James too. Okay, we gotta say our good nights. We're thinning the herd right here. Jim, I'm not trying to be adversarial. I come in peace. But though I acknowledge Hogan's whole gimmick, and it is working for him, I guess, but I'm not 10 years old, and I don't need that much WWE in my MMA. I get it. This is how I would respond to that, bro. And I said it in the video I uploaded earlier. It's very uncool and I'm not saying you're doing this, but I think it's very uncool. The people that are giving Hokit a hard time for what he's doing. Because it's kind of like Dricus du Plessis. For people calling him, you know, what's the word that they use? That he came and stole their land in Africa. And Dricus is like, bro, I was just born here. What do you mean? I didn't do anything. I was a baby. I was born, and then people are mad at me because of my skin color. Hokit came into an organization that already actively cuts people, even though they're winning and finishing fights. They could even be undefeated if they're not exciting enough, if they're boring, if they're not cutting crazy promos, if they're not saying crazy things. And then you got these hypocrites, Dana White and these other people on the microphones, these people getting interviews. Oh, I don't like it. That's bad. It's cringy. I don't understand it. I hate it. You know I don't like that. But he doesn't tell Hokit anything. Doesn't email him, doesn't call him, doesn't text him. It's all lip service. Just like when Conor threw the thing, the dolly through the window. Oh, this is terrible. It's disgusting. Worst thing I've ever seen. Then they use it as a promo. If Dana and the UFC really didn't like it, they'd have a private conversation with Hokit, but they don't. Because they say things to appease the mainstream here and there. Oh, yeah, I'm against that. I'm against it. A real boss or someone in charge, someone who's paying you, someone who's making sure that you're, you know, maybe he's not a traditional boss as in like you collect, you know, a wage or something like that. But the fact that Dana hasn't made any effort whatsoever to actually connect with Hokit and say, you got to stop this, I don't like it, it just shows that he doesn't really mean it and that he's just saying what he needs to say when there's a mic in front of his face. He and the UFC created this culture where people feel like they have to do that. That's why Cejudo was doing it. That's why Covington was doing it. That's why and how Conor got to where he was. That's why Charles Sonnen got as far as he did. And Dana will play the part, but they're the bad guys. They've created that ecosystem. And all Hokit is saying is, well, I see the game. I guess I have to play it. That's why he told Ariel, hate the game, bro, not the player. The player didn't make the rules. He just has to go along. Now, I will admit, I do like it because I grew up on WWF. And I remember there was a time when I had people in my life trying to get me to watch MMA. And I said, bro, that's boring. That's boring. Look at this. People are jumping off the turnbuckle. They're doing moonsaults. You got power bombs, power drivers, leg drop, Boston Crab. They don't do none of that in MMA. That's boring. So I have to admit, you know, I'm one of the people that love seeing that flair. And I'm not talking about Ric Flair. I'm just saying like the word in general. Plus, I think the first like 10 or so UFC events were the best ever. I don't know if you've ever seen those, but they were so, you look at people like Tank Abbott and how it was so raw and rough around the edges. It was like a freak show. And I feel like Hokit's doing his part to kind of bring a little bit of the WWF, a little bit of like the UFC 1 through 10 freak show. I think it's refreshing. Thank you, Lil Cupcakes. Thank you. I try to keep things, I try to mix it up. I try to keep things entertaining. Shoot, Marilena's getting dangerously close. Too close for comfort. Hey, Baki the Wanderer. It happens all the time. I'm so annoyed, bro. Just know, Baki the Wanderer. I'm back. I'm back to myself. I'm going straight forward with the kind of uploads that I like making for the time being. And I'm uploading and streaming like every single day. So you could just check in, bro. Don't even wait for the notifications. They ain't gonna tell you. You could tell the difference between writers and non-writers by the way they speak. You're clearly a high quality human being. Oh,
amazing.
Thank you very much. Thank you for saying that. That's very kind of you. Thank you, Luis. ARJR has just blessed Baki the Wanderer. Well, there's your consolation, Baki. I'm sorry they didn't give you the notification, but I'm happy to see that you are now a gringo and that you have full unprecedented access to the YouTube membership. That's amazing. Alchemy, good night, bro. Good night, bro. Grandmaster Jr. Hey, that would be hard to beat, right? Josh hoax it. ARJR, one more for the road to NFGU89. There you go. You came just in time, bro. Turd Ferguson, sorry I'm late. Hulk is going to whoop Alex. Yes, he is. Carry wood, drink water, whatever. Does that mean you saw the video? I appreciate that, Turd Ferguson, and you're good, bro. Stupid notifications aren't doing their job, man. Sup everyone who hasn't passed out yet. Had to do some real life stuff after work tonight. Now I'm finally able to breathe again. Billy the Kidder. I'm sad that we have to say goodbye right now. But I am happy to see that you're in a good spot right now. And you're in a position where you're able to breathe. And you're finally at the part of your day where you can mellow out, chill out, unwind, decompress. And I hope you find a way to do that, you know, with a nice cold Pepsi, some Snickers or something like that. Free Big Al. We'll get him back, bro, till it's backwards. Evan Cheech. Thank you, man. Thank you for watching it. The fish analogy. That's what people are acting like, bro. It's disgusting. It's like, hey, don't get mad at him because you fell for it. Whoa, it just occurred to me and I haven't even watched GM's new video yet. So I don't know if he mentioned this. But could Hokit calling out Pereira after the White House card be why he's scared to fight? Ooh. Okay. I'm so mad that I didn't think of adding that into my video. I'm going to have to make another video, I guess. I'm going to have to make another video. I'm going to have to make a Josh Hokit marathon. Oh, my gosh. Well, that's fantastic, Billy. That's a good point. And now I'm mad that I didn't think of it. That's a fantastic point, Billy the Kidder. I want to say thank you to everybody for being here right now. Thank you for helping us reach the goal. Thank you for making me feel confident going into the month of July. And if you would be so kind, if you would, well, I'll take note of it, Billy the Kidder. I mean, I'm supposed to be making content every single day. I want to hold myself to that again. That's a shorts clip. Just make it short, right? I want to make content every day, so it just gives me more ammo, bro. If you guys haven't seen it, please consider watching the video that I just posted right there. There's the link. I just posted that video today. If you've already seen it, I refuse to inconvenience you. Please don't even think about doing it again. But if you haven't, please check it out. Subscribe, comment, like, hype, share, all that stuff. It makes me it makes YouTube fall in love with me. Thank you very much. Ramen or Chef Boyardee spaghetti? Oh, I love both of them so much. When you say ramen, do you mean like top ramen? Like Maruchan? I don't think I could, like, bro, I love them both. Oof, I love them both so much, but I don't know if I could ever choose against the family. I don't know if I could ever choose against that top ramen, that Maruchan, man. But I love both of those. Heck yeah, thank you, Billy the Kidder. All right, you guys, I'm going to be back tomorrow with another video, another VOD. That's my thing now, Monday through Friday, like I've been doing in the past, and then I got a little bit mixed up. A lot of traveling and stuff like that. Monday through Friday uploads, and then the stream. That's what my dailies got to look like. I got the VOD, and then we do the stream party. VOD stream. So keep an eye out. I look forward to hanging out with you guys mañana. ARJR again. I hope you had a fantastic anniversary. I sounded like it was a wonderful day. And I'm going to choose to believe that you let your lady win. And I think that's a chivalrous thing to do. I think that's beautiful. I hope, chicken flip chicken's my favorite, bro. Oh, okay. Thank you for watching Mexican Martial Arts. I'll see you guys mañana. Appreciate it. Good looking out. Have a fantastic evening.
Don't forget Jesus, people.
Appreciate it. Good looking out. Mañana. Late.